Hey everybody, it's Lisa Colón DeLay. Welcome again to another journey into the heart of the Egyptian desert where we encounter the wisdom of our ancient Christian forebearers, the desert mothers and fathers. And today we turn our attention to a figure of remarkable strength and spiritual fortitude, Amma. Amma lived in the harsh solitude of the desert in the 4th century. Details of her life are sparse, but the power of her spirit and the wisdom of her sayings have echoed through the centuries. She was known for her wisdom, her unwavering focus on God, and her ability to cut through pretense. What kind of a woman was Amma? Those who encountered her spoke of her strength, not a physical strength, though the desert life demanded that as well, but a profound inner strength and deep faith. She possessed a clarity of mind and a fierce commitment to the spiritual path. She was known for her wisdom, sought out by both men and women for guidance, and she had a way of speaking truth, even when it was uncomfortable. She didn't shy away from confrontation when it was necessary for spiritual growth. One story illustrates this so beautifully. 2 men came to visit her. They were anchorites, people dedicated to a solitary life in the desert. Maybe they had heard of her wisdom, and maybe they only intended to patronize or even humiliate her. And they said to her, "Be careful not to be conceited," thinking to yourself, "Look how the anchorites are coming to see me, a mere woman." But what was Amma's response? She said, "According to nature, I am a woman, but not according to my thoughts. Some accounts say, according to my thoughts, I'm like a man." In this single sentence, she flipped the script. She claimed only a beginning stage of spiritual maturity and suggested that her inner life was as corrupt as a man's. By this reply, she refused to be defined by her spiritual or sociological expectations or a predetermined gender role. She saw herself, but she saw all people primarily in terms of their inner life and ultimately their devotion to God. Another time, Sarah said, "If I prayed God that all people should approve of my conduct, I should find myself a penitent at the door of each one. But I shall rather pray that my heart be pure toward all." Here she keenly notes that seeking external validation is a trap. Spiritual progress comes from cultivating inner purity and righteousness and intimacy with God. Amma's legacy is one of steadfastness and spiritual endurance. She stands as a powerful example that spiritual strength is not about outward power, but about inward transformation. Her words continue to challenge and inspire us to seek a deeper, more authentic connection with the divine. The wisdom of Amma and many other desert mothers and desert fathers offer a timeless guide for our own spiritual journeys and longings. More videos in this series will introduce you to these incredible figures of the desert era and their wisdom, preparing a way for a deeper exploration of their teachings in a run-up to the release of my book in January 2026. The Way of the Desert Elders, published by Broadleaf Books and brought to you by me, Lisa Colón DeLay. It digs in more deeply into the lives and the teachings of these spiritual ancestors, uncovering their vices and virtues and learning their profound relevance to sustain our lives today. Come back soon for another exploration in the desert fathers and mothers, and may their courage and clarity guide you towards peace and intimacy with God.